You'd have to have been a hermit not to notice, but the internet is fundamentally changing the way we communicate, not just with friends and colleagues, but with total strangers. Social media has been called the global water cooler. Social network and blog sites now account for 22% of all time spent online. During the recent political leadership spill, Twitter was a key source of information. And new Prime Minister Julia Gillard has decided she will join the Twitter sphere. The popularity and potential power of social media is undeniable. Security and privacy concerns are well documented, and critics also wonder whether time spent in the virtual world is coming at the expense of real human contact. Tracy Bowden reports.
I think this is one of the most exciting times ever to be alive, because what's really happening is a worldwide conversation with an exchange of ideas now that happens at light speed.
I'm a little bit of a social media tragic. I do find that it pretty much consumes a lot of my life.
Social media involves using the internet to communicate and share information. It's being embraced by everyone from presidents to pop stars. Through social media, stars have been born. News stories broken. Sporting moments shared around the world.
Social media sort of means that, everything's, on the ball, it's all there, rather than sort of waiting for, some journalist to sort of, report a news article that could be like 3 hours after the actual incident's happened.
21-year-old Jess Nichols has grown up in a digital world and works in the web industry. Social media is an integral part of both her professional and personal life.
I'll use Facebook to sort of see what my friends are doing and keep up to date with my friends. I'll use Twitter for more of just sort of checking more industry sources.
When the World Wide Web was launched, it was a one-way flow of information. Now the process is interactive.
The second phase of the web, the one we're in now, the social web, is much more about discussion, engagement, talking about products and services, giving our opinion as consumers.
The connection which has exploded in popularity is Twitter. The site involves sending messages or tweets of no more than 140 characters. Critics say it's just about mundane daily activities, but IBM's Sandy Carter says it's become a vital tool in business.
Hi, my name is Sandy Carter, and I'm Vice President for IBM Software Group Channels.
The tweets are very valuable. I can't tell you how much I use them in work to determine what's working with my product, where a competitor's going, what the influential people about a topic are saying.
Australians are addicted to social media already.
Sandy Carter has travelled from the US for this conference on social media and marketing. She calls herself a social media evangelist.
To me, it's my passion, because I see how it's changed the way people communicate, the way they live businesses, the way that they do business, and the way they compete in the marketplace.
But neuroscientist Baroness Professor Susan Greenfield has sounded a warning about heavy use of social media.
What I fear is that, in a way, you're sanitizing relationships. When you have a relationship through that medium, you're not using body language, you're not using prosody, that's the kind of tone of voice, you're certainly not picking up on pheromones, and all the other clues that when you have a face-to-face conversation with someone makes it quite challenging, but also very exciting when you speak to someone.
Watching TV with my cat! I forgot how much I like pickles.
It's all about me culture, where, you just have to publicise you're cleaning your teeth or you're putting your socks on or whatever. What that suggests to me is someone with a rather shaky sense of identity. It's almost like a small child who keeps saying, look at me, do this, look at me, do that. It's almost you need the reassurance, the feedback from a third party, from someone outside, that you exist.
Twitter, in particular, it's like a crack pipe just sitting there a few inches away from me, and it can be very, very difficult to avoid the siren song of it, and it can be horrifically addictive.
Writer John Birmingham finds Twitter an effective research tool and a way to stay in touch, but he concedes it can be an enormous time waster.
searched the net and found a program that locks me out of social media sites for about 4 or 5 hours a day, just so I can concentrate on actually getting something productive done.
Social media helped orchestrate this mass dance performance, broadcast live on the Oprah Winfrey Show. The head of digital media for the Oprah Winfrey Network was Robert Tursek.
This is like a gigantic opportunity for people to participate. Not everyone wants to participate. Not everyone's going to participate. But for those who have the skill and the chops and the awareness and have a message to say, there's nothing stopping you.
But there are very real privacy and security issues.
It's certainly clear that young people are willing to do things in public that a previous generation would have felt was indiscreet or not appropriate for public forum.
When I started my Facebook, I had everything out for show, but when I realised that, you know, I could track other people and find out exactly what they're doing and possibly exactly where they are, I sort of had to reevaluate whether I wanted people knowing the same sort of information about me.
I'm constantly amazed at how much stuff younger people in particular who've grown up with this technology, as, you know, to them it's like the air, it's always been there and you need it to live. The stuff that they put out about themselves is really ill-advised in some cases.
Social media is already playing a role in politics. During the dramatic ousting of Kevin Rudd, cyberspace was abuzz.
I think politicians have to be aware and recognise that there is going to be something called a Twitter electorate.
Social media researcher and journalism lecturer Julie Pizzetti says the technology is a way to reach voters and judge how they're feeling.
Twitter users tend to be well-connected, small L liberal, and certainly well educated and, generally speaking, employed, and not teenagers, but rather people, you know, from their mid-30s to the 50s sort of age brackets.
Have you seen my new baby?
But does life online come at the cost of real-life contact? Not according to this group.
Everyone here is connected online, so they'll be connected via Twitter, they'll be connected via blog.
This coffee morning has become a weekly get-together of people who met in the virtual world.
No, I want to get one. I'm just not sure if I want to get it on a plan or I want to get it outright.
And we didn't know each other, and we thought it was kind of strange, so we thought we'd meet up.
This online communication revolution is taking users into uncharted territory with endless possibilities and still few rules. But for the converts, there's no going back.
I usually just ignore the cynics because I like it too much.